guys, this is Mario, work from home day shift accountant, and today we will talk about the virtual bookkeeping roadmap part 2 finally after more than 2 years. So ito na ang part 2 na hinihintay niyong lahat. So i-run through natin yung virtual bookkeeping roadmap na updated, and then since yung part 1 ng video na to is old na roadmap yung naandoon or tinatakol or dinidiscuss ko doon sa video na yon, and then along with that we will talk about how and where I started, and then how can you be a virtual bookkeeper without experience or with zero experience, and who can be a virtual bookkeeper as well.
So before anything else, this is our virtual bookkeeping learning hub in the Discord. If you want to join, you can get the link in the description in this video. So you can see here all my free resources, including yung mga videos ko about tutorials, FAQs, and anything about working from home, accounting and bookkeeping, and virtual assistants, and also mga free resources na I personally use from YouTube, from Google, na would be helpful in your journey. So nandito na siya lahat, naka-organize na. As you can see, we have mga sub-channels that will talk about each of these topics. So when you click this one, you will be redirected doon sa mga links ng lahat ng videos na you can watch, including yung kung ano yung name ng topic. And then when you go back to the main channel, you can check another sub-channel na naman for the other topics. So I think that's it. And you can also access here the free roadmap na ginawa ko via Canva. So you can use it and then access the links then also doon, which will be helpful for you as a starter, di ba, in learning bookkeeping, or if you want to become a virtual bookkeeper. So ayun, I'm making this video because it is the top request. So I posted here a poll on what video I will be posting in my YouTube channel and anong topic. So since ito yung nag-bookie, madaming hearts, 64 hearts. So ito, virtual bookkeeping roadmap na part 2. So ito yung topics, and everything that I can share with you will be in this video as well. So moving forward, since about ito sa virtual bookkeeping roadmap natin, so since my video 2 years ago is outdated na talaga yon, and then so after 2 years, syempre gagawa tayo ulit, and this roadmap is updated na din. So you can click it here. So you can open it in Canva. So ayan. Okay. So if you open that link, it's a public link, so you can access the roadmap. So ito yon. So this is like the introduction. So just a bit of an info na everything that is in here is for educational purpose only. It's not for sale, and hoping na wala sa inyo magbebenta, di ba? Kasi it's all available online, and yun yung pinaka ko na ina-advise sa lahat na if you want to learn, you can use YouTube and Google. If you want to learn lang yung mga basic pa, diba, no need to enroll or pay for anything na mga course or ano pa man dyan, kasi lalo na kapag wala ka pang basic knowledge talaga, kasi it might be na hindi rin helpful sa iyo, or baka ma-overwhelm ka lang, diba, kasi wala ka pang idea. So mas mabuting meron ka ng mga basic knowledge before ka mag-enroll or pumili ng mga courses or training na babayaran mo, kasi you can assess na kung worth it ba yun or hindi. So yun, ang dami kong sinasabi, and ito na, and this is the roadmap talaga. So ayun, you can watch this video. If you click, as you can see here, kung i-click mo yung play or i-hover mo yung mouse doon sa play, pwede mo siyang i-click yung play button. So you will be redirected to my YouTube video na part 1 ng virtual bookkeeping roadmap. So hindi na natin yan i-play, and then ayun, after that you can watch that video, and then 30 minutes yun, then you can proceed to the next step. So the next step is, the first step basically is to learn basic accounting talaga. So the next one is to research about the industry. So since iba talaga yung remote or work from home setup for accounting and bookkeeping sa talagang local na setup, since we will be working, diba, via the laptop and computer. So you need to research more about the industry, tapos mga clients, mga foreign clients, US and Australian, UK, ganyan. Then next is to learn, wait, wala nang time. So ayun, after nun, kapag okay ka na, madami ka ng idea about sa industry na to, okay ka na sa foundation mo, which is basic accounting, you can proceed to learning yung mga yung basic of bookkeeping, yung mga tasks mismo, syempre with the use of the accounting software. Andun na papasok si QuickBooks Online, Xero, and others. So, yun lang yung pinaka-main naman na mostly ginagamit talaga ng mga foreign business or foreign clients or mga accounting firms. So, next is to get ready to find a job or a client. So, not necessarily naman na client agad, like mag-freelance ka agad, you can try naman to, kasi madami naman ngayon na mga remote job. So, mga job if you are like work under an agency, Philippine-based, may foreign-based in agency, or you can work under outsourcing firms or accounting firms or a big company talaga. So, ayun, depende na lang din sa inyo. Siyempre, kung anong dumating, grab the opportunity, di ba? So, huwag na tayo maging choosy, te. Ang importante is that you can gain experience, you can improve your knowledge, di ba? And gain mga necessary na skills para, syempre, to um, like level up sa career path mo. So, in that phase, doon ka na mag-optimize and update yung mga resume or CV mo. And hindi lang yan kasi optimizing your presence online, like for example sa LinkedIn mo, Online Jobs PH, Upwork, sa lahat ng platforms na pwede mo i-optimize yung profile mo na dapat wherein makakita ka ng potential clients or mga job opportunities kasi aside sa mga clients, nandun din nagtatambay yung mga HR, yung mga executive assistants na naghahanap ng mga bookkeepers or accountants ng mga clients or companies. So that's why dapat i-update mo na lahat, i-optimize mo na lahat, di ba? Effort kung effort, gano'n. And then, after nun, syempre, yung susunod niyan yung mga client interview, mga discovery call. So we can talk about more about that sa next na mga ano natin kung anong kaibahan nun. But ayun, it's just basically meeting or talking with or discussing about the work, about your qualifications, about your agreements, kung best fit ba kayo or best fit ka ba with the job or the VA or remote worker na hinahanap ng isang client or isang company, di ba? And then next is take time to assess. Syempre, nandoon yung assessment kasi hindi naman always na success lahat yan, like ma-hire ka agad, di ba? It's trial and error. Meron talagang failures, merong mga hindrances, bakit hindi mo nakukuha yung mga ina-applyan mo or hindi ka nakakuha sa mga ina-applyan mo or hindi mo na-represent na maayos yung sarili mo. So, you need to assess din kung saan ka nagkulang at kung saan ka pang aspect need mag-improve. Ayun. So, yun lang. Ang dami kong sinabi, 5 minutes na yun. So, introduction pa lang yun with the whole roadmap natin na step by step. So, ayun. So, di ba napiplay ito? So, ito din, yung mga naka-underline na text is na click yan. So, makapag-proceed ka sa topic na yun. So, no need na to like mag-scroll pa. For example, ito. Ito yung last part. If you click this, ayan, charan, wow, ang techy ha. So, you can proceed with kung saang page na yun. Diba? So, you can go back naman sa main. So, ayun. Syempre, doon tayo uuna sa step 1, which is to learn the basics of accounting. So, yun talaga yung pinaka parang foundation. Kung wala ka nito talagang mahihirapan ka kasi yung mga may accounting na nga or accountancy graduate, hirap na nga, lalo na kapag wala, di ba? So, dito una papasok yung question na, sino ba ang pwede maging virtual bookkeeper? Like, yung mga accountancy graduates lang ba ang pwede? Hindi ba pwede kung ibang course ka nanggaling, like teacher ka, or business administration ka, or engineering ka, or iba yung work mo, mga ganyan. So to answer that question, kung lahat ba or kahit sino ba ang pwedeng maging virtual bookkeeper, yes, hindi required na accountancy graduate ka or marunong ka sa accounting or accounting yung previous work mo. You can be a virtual bookkeeper. So the answer is possible yun. Pero yun nga, you can be, but you need to learn basic accounting talaga. Hindi pwedeng jump agad sa mga bookkeeping tasks tapos wala ka nung pinaka-foundation kung paano mo gagawin yung mga bookkeeping tasks. So I can say na possible since madami na talaga ngayon na mga virtual bookkeepers na wala silang background with accounting or hindi sila accountancy graduate talaga pero they are working with companies or with clients for bookkeeping tasks. Kasi iba din naman yung bookkeeper at accountant din. So in terms of accountant, I think required talaga yung accounting degree or accountancy degree if you are an accountant kasi you will be dealing with on top of bookkeeping. So parang kung sa umbrella pa, si accounting is nandito, ang bookkeeping nandito lang. So madami pa yung ibang like isa lang siya sa mga task ng mga accountant, yung bookkeeping. So, meron pang reporting, analysis, mga, at iba-iba pang mga kailangang gawin ng accountant. So, hindi lang limited to bookkeeping din. But for bookkeepers, bookkeeping lang talaga. Like literal na pag-maintain, pag-record ng mga transactions sa books ng mga businesses. But it also needs analysis din yung part na yun. Hindi siya kagaya ng sinasabi ng iba na pindot-pindot lang. 'Di ba? Nag-a-add lang, nag-type lang, encode lang. Hindi gano'n. Need mo pa din i-analyze siya. Kaya need mong pag-aralan na mabuti ang basic accounting din. Kasi doon, lahat ng gagawin mong task sa mga accounting software is dapat tugma siya sa accounting din talaga at hindi mo magagawa yun like kung hindi mo alam paano gumawa ng journal entry, hindi mo alam yung debit and credit, normal balances ng mga accounts, ng asset, ng liability, mga ganyan. Kung hindi mo alam paano yung trial balance, so kasi hindi talaga magbabalanse yung books mo kapag or mahihirapan kang i-balance yun or mag-provide ng accurate at complete na books kapag wala ka nung foundation which is basic accounting. So ito, compilation lang siya ng kung saan kayo pwede makalearn ng basic accounting. So for example, this link, it will be redirected to a page. So, ayan. Introduction to accounting. So you can use this. But, ayun, ang dami mong babasahin kasi puro basa-basa lang lahat yan. And then, syempre, with application din. So you can, while reading, you can also watch videos. So ito, meron din akong videos from YouTube ng mga, mga practical na accounting or like tutorials about basic accounting. So for beginners, ayan. So for example, ito, playlist na ito mostly. So I think ito playlist, ito, ayan, playlist. So you can watch all of that, di ba? And then take note of everything. So mga hindi mo maintindihan para later on research mo more para mas maintindihan mo siya or itanong mo sa mga kakilala mo na accountants or bookkeepers para mas maintindihan mo talaga yung pinag-aaralan mo. So next, so step 2 is yun nga, research about the industry, virtual bookkeeping industry. So yung mga kailangan mong malaman, syempre unang-una yung target market, yung business industry, and then mga accounting software at ibang tools, no, aside from the accounting software, at yung mga common tasks na gagawin for or as a virtual bookkeeper. So sa target market naman, for me, you can focus either sa US or Australia. So with US, mostly yung schedule niyan is graveyard or night shift kasi nga, yung iba, nire-require ka talaga to work with their, together with their time zone, which is gabi sa atin. But for me, yung iba naman is negotiable naman. Like, meron namang clients din na, kasi kung in other terms pa, pwede mo namang gawin yung bookkeeping kahit hindi sabay sa kanila. So, yung need lang talaga is communication. Doon lang kayo magkakatalo na kailangan mo talagang mag-work during night time kung may itatanong ka sa kanila or may need ka i-report sa kanila na issue. Pero kung hindi ka talaga okay na mag-graveyard or night shift, might as well pag-aralan mo na lang yung sa Australia na bookkeeping. So more on para day shift ka, 'di ba? Like morning lang, afternoon kasi magkalapit lang naman yung time zone ng Philippines at Australia. But both is yun talaga mostly yung mga clients with bookkeeping. So meron namang mga European or like sa UK, but I think seldom lang talaga mostly nakikita ko is sa mga kakilala ko na bookkeepers or accountants, US or Australian client talaga. So, ayun, for the business industry, you can look into or study more kung anong specific na gusto mo, like mga bookkeeping for startups. So, kung startup, syempre, mga bagong companies. So, you might as well start studying about paano i-set up ang kanilang QBO, like from chart of accounts, from yung mga beginning balances, from setting up yung mga assets nila, paano ipapasok sa QBO, di ba? I-set up yung credit cards, i-connect yung banks, i-connect yung credit cards, mga ganyan. So for example, mga small businesses lang din, yung mga service-based lang, sobrang easy lang din ang bookkeeping niyan kasi most probably wala masyadong mga accruals, deferrals, or mga computations like sa mga inventory and whatsoever. So ganyan, you can look into it kung ano yung for you na kaya mong gawin muna. So as someone na wala pa masyadong experience or newbie. So next is accounting software and tools. So syempre, mostly kapag US clients or US companies is QuickBooks Online talaga yung ginagamit. And napansin ko lang sa mga old na companies or yung mga complicated like manufacturing, construction, yung binagamit is QuickBooks Desktop naman. But depende din talaga sa preference ng company or client. Sa Australia naman is mostly Xero din. Pero meron namang gumagamit ng QuickBooks Online. So, or Zoho Books, yung sa Australia. So, you need also to learn the other tools, which are like, for example, mga integrations such as HubDoc. So, these types of integrations will make your task easier. So, for example, sa categorization, sa mga expenses management, so need ng receipts, and you can also use like mga integrations such as Keeper, so you can look into it kung like mga integrations na mapadali yung trabaho nyo as a virtual bookkeeper. So it will help you with categorization, mga bank reconciliation, mga lahat-lahat na. So yun, kailangan din natin matutunan yun at mag-adapt na gamitin yun, hindi lang solely yung accounting software. Kasi yun nga, it will save us time, di ba? And yun yung pinaka-goal natin. So sa mga common tasks naman, yung common task ng virtual bookkeepers is syempre bank reconciliation, mga categorization ng transaction sa bank, tapos sa credit cards, yung pag-manage ng accounts payable, ng accounts receivable. So including din yun ha, you might as well be assigned by the client na gawin yung accounts payable. So in this, you will enter the bills, di ba, from the vendors, i-receive, tapos i-review, and then schedule for payment, di ba, or a record and payment, mga ganun. And then receivable na process din, same as this, then you need to draft invoices, di ba? You need to communicate with the client kung sinong customers ang kailangan i-invoice, kailan yung mga details, yung due date, yung terms, ganyan. Then monitor also yung payments nila or set up, like mag-set up ka ng Stripe for their online payment platform. So ang daming pwede gawin talaga ng virtual bookkeepers. But ito din yung parang gusto kong i-highlight na dapat based on experience din ha, dapat clear din with your client or the company kung ano talaga yung role mo. Like kung ganito, dapat hindi more on general, kumbaga, kasi hindi mo makakaya yan lahat, lalo na kung sobrang daming transactions, di ba? Tapos ikaw lang mag-isa. So for me, mas okay na alam mo kung gaano kadami yung transactions per month ng isang client or company or ilang clients na ipapahandle sa iyo, kung ano yung mga tasks na ipapagawa sa iyo. So dapat nakalatag lahat lang ng yan, di ba? And might as well document din kung yung time duration na ginagawa mo to specific task na to para for me, para hindi ka naman lugi, di ba, sa rate mo at sa oras mo din, lalo na kapag per hour ka. So hindi naman natin gugustuhin na lagpas 8 hours ka mag-work, di ba? So dapat sakto lang talaga yung task mo or workload lang. Yung mga icons dito sa gilid, these are links to the articles na pwede mong basahin para ma-idea ka naman. And then you can also join mga groups sa online platforms sa Facebook, TikTok, or sa LinkedIn para to know more about, diba, the industry, and also to connect with mga virtual bookkeepers, virtual accountants, kasi madami kang matututunan from them talaga. And then so sa next na natin is number 3 is to learn about the bookkeeping tasks using accounting software. So syempre kailangan alam mo yan before you can look for a job or a client. So in my case, nung nag-start ako, like wala talaga akong experience dahil. So zero talaga, kaya hindi na ako nag-expect din na ma-hire ako, pero thankfully, thank God na ako yung napusuan ng client. Kahit wala naman akong experience over the other candidate. I don't know kung bakit. Siguro ka dahil yung competition ng time yan 2022, wala pa masyadong mga nag-a-apply pa or mga experience na nag-a-apply, kaya siguro parang hindi pa ganoon kahirap maghanap ng client kahit wala ka namang experience. Kahit yung ano ko lang naman is yung background ko with accounting, which is yung pag-aaral ko for more than 5 years din. Kasi 5 years accountancy degree ko, tapos nag-review pa kami for the CIPALE. So more than 5 years talagang pinag-aral yung accounting. And then, so you can also leverage, I also use as a leverage yung AIS namin na subject wherein gumamit kami ng QuickBooks Desktop. So ayun, dami business lang naman siya, mga basic lang naman, how to enter invoices, mga ganyan lang. Nileverage ko yon na parang pinakita ko sa client na meron naman akong basic na alam. Although dami lang yon, like hindi naman yung totoong business, pero at least I have experience navigating yung software mismo. So I think yun, you can use that. For example, you can use the free account or gumawa ka ng free account sa QuickBooks or sa Xero para ma-familiarize mo lang yung navigation. Pwede ka ma-practice gumawa ng invoice, ma-practice na gumawa ng bill, mag-receive, lahat ng task na pwede mong gawin, pwede mong pag-practicean doon for free, yung sa test drive ng QuickBooks and Xero. So ayun, for me ngayon, mahalaga na talaga yon. Like, mahirap na talaga kapag walang experience kasi nga, nahihirapan niya na nga ngayon, like, in my experience, nahihirapan talaga akong mag-apply, or yung iba, kahit may experience sila, nahihirapan talaga sila maghanap ng client or job. Kasi, ang dami na nga. Like, ang competitive na ng market. So, hindi naman saturated. But, ayun nga, we have our preferences din naman kasi. So, for me, ayoko nang mag-graveyard, mag-night shift. So, sobrang konti lang ng mga US clients or US firms na nag-offer ng day shift or flexible. Pero I tried na maghanap at buti nakahanap naman. Kahit may experience na ako, mahirap pa din talaga na maghanap ng gusto mong, di ba, job opportunity na pasukan. So, yun lang pinaka-thought ko. So, lalo na kapag di ba kung newbie, dapat meron ka talagang at least basic na hands-on na experience kahit lang hindi naman yan work experience talaga, pero at least meron, di ba, kasi you can like try to apply kasi baka naman, di ba, makatsyempo ka ng client na willing naman silang i-guide ka or tulungan ka or grow with you along the way, di ba, kasi you can learn naman for free about everything online, di ba, sa mga accounting tasks, bookkeeping tasks. So ayan. And then, dito, also included kung ano yung importance sa accounting software. Ayun nga, you can just read it here. And then, I also have all the links of the videos that you can watch, di ba? Para gamit nyo yung QuickBooks na free na online resource nila, including yung test drive wherein you can use talaga QuickBooks for free and do yung mga bookkeeping tasks na basics. So, ayun. For example, mag-set up ng QuickBooks online account, nandito na hanggang sa mag-generate ng mga reports. So, you can watch everything. So, if you click that, you will be redirected to the video. Ayan. So, ayun. Sana ba tayo? So, ang layo ko na pala. Wait lang. Hindi pa dyan. So, ito nga, sa QuickBooks, ito, sa next page naman, nandito naman si Xero. Kung gusto nyo matutunan naman si Xero. So, si Xero, meron ding mga online free resources yan. Sa Xero mismo na website. So, nakalink lang din dito. And then, meron din mga videos na kinompile ko na. So, from getting started with Xero hanggang sa yun nga, yung mga task na ng Xero din. Same with QuickBooks. So, I also include HubDoc kasi gamit na gamit din to to streamline your bookkeeping workflow. So, you can also see this one, kung paano siya gamitin along as an integration with QuickBooks or Xero. So, pwede siya gamitin for both. And then, iba pang mga helpful na videos for basic bookkeeping na mga tasks. So, ito yung for me, helpful talaga, madaling maintindihan at madami kang matututunan and ma-apply mo talaga siya. As long as meron kang trial account or meron kang test drive ng QuickBooks at Xero. So, ayun lang. Sa next video na naman, guys, ang next step natin, which is yun nga, getting ready to find a job or client, and then optimizing and updating your resume, your profiles, your CV, and then client interview, discovery calls, and then self-assessment. So, hindi ko na kaya, guys. Pause na ako kasi hindi ako sanay magsalita. Pero I hope na nakatulong ito. And pag natapos nyo panoorin ito, please, kung gusto nyo talaga matuto ng bookkeeping, you can start using my free roadmap. So, for me, it will be really helpful basta you will commit your time. Also effort din na matutunan talaga siya. Like by heart talaga na i-apply na talaga, hindi yung lang parang patingin-tingin lang, pa-watch-watch lang, di ba? So, kaya kasi for me, possible talaga. Like, meron ka talagang chance na makapag-work from home, maging virtual bookkeeper or virtual accountant like me. So, ayun, I just want to share the opportunity. Siyempre, kasi para the more merrier. Kasi ang dami namang clients at firms and companies dyan na from US and Australia, hindi tayo mawawalan, guys, kahit sobrang dami natin. Basta, just build trust, di ba, and confidence. So, work with integrity din kahit no one is watching, di ba? So, yun lang. See you on the next part. No, hindi ako mapapromise kailan, but stay tuned and don't forget to follow and hit the notification bell para ma-update kayo sa ating next video, which is part 2 ng ating virtual bookkeeping roadmap. Updated, di ba? Bye-bye!